Hey guys, Retire on Dividends here. I want to talk about the latest and greatest for my options premium trading and my swing trading. So I just want to give you guys a quick update. For those of you that missed the last video, I did cover the basics of options and the wheel strategy. And also I do have videos already out there under my options playlist that may help you guys. If you do not understand options, and some of what I'm going to say may be a little confusing, so you might want to reference those videos first. I may have them in the description. Hopefully I can find all them, but if not, just go to my options playlist. So I'm not going to cover that today. I can't cover that every video, because I don't want to bore the others that are just waiting for the update. So quickly, like for this spreadsheet, I have the options basics, which explains what each is, visual wheel, which, how the wheel works, sell put, then into a sell call, into a sell put, so on and so forth. So again, I'm not going to cover that again. That's in the prior video. So first tab, option stocks. So this is the ongoing list that I've been creating that actually, it's from basically the community. So I made a post. Do you guys have any other tickers that would be good for either the wheel strategy or just trading options in general? And I did add pretty much all of them. Everything that was put into the comments, I added. And then I have obviously the 30-day IV, some things that stick out. Like Clean Spark has 158% 30-day IV. Mara has 142% IV. Fubo TV, $1.90, but they have 110% 30-day IV. Riot, that's a famous one, at least. It's 123% IV. Oh my God, look at these suckers down here. Lunar, 164% IV. Sound, 260% IV. And Riley, 250% IV. Oh wait, one more over 100, MSOS, which is a cannabis ETF. Okay. Yeah, I didn't even look into that yet. 120% 30-day IV. Obviously, the higher the IV, the more risky. Obviously, the IV is high because people are trading in and out of it, and it's very volatile. So, but for the purposes of my video, I'm still only messing around with TSLL. I'm avoiding the temptation of the others. As you can see, TSLL, it's 1.5x Tesla, and its 30-day IV alone is 110%. So it's not too shabby itself. But I will eventually take a look into some of these others if I do have extra capital, or if I see that TSLL is just not tradable at the time. Also, one thing to note, TSLL is going from a 1.5x fund to a 2x fund. Not sure how I feel about that. Obviously, the IV will be higher, which means the premium is going to be higher, but it's going to be much more risky. So that being said, I'm going to continue to only trade TSLL. I'm not going to mess with any others because then I'm just going to get too involved. Plus, I don't have the capital. But I just wanted to share the ongoing watch list that I have in case you guys were curious of some volatile stocks. All right, so let's get to the TSLL tab, which shows you the comparison TSLL versus Tesla. So why is this one so, if RC 426, 146%. That's weird. Yeah, because typically the movement on column F would be around 50%. Not sure what happened on 229. I know TSLL, I think they actually pay a dividend, which I should cover on the next video. I should actually add it to my spreadsheet. And I'm still not even clear how they pay the dividend. But either way, it's pretty cool. I'll take it. Anyway, so what did I do this week? So in gray, is like, the past week. I mean, the week I already covered. This is week ending. Today's March 2nd. It's Saturday. I don't know when I'm going to post it, either today or tomorrow, March 3rd. But either way, so what did I do? So, Friday was the 1st, right? So went up to 23rd, was last Friday. All right, so I did have a couple contracts. So in row 5, I had a put that expired March 1st, and I closed it early. I did a buy to close, okay? I closed it on February 26th, which made it for 3 trading days, and I captured 50% of the put, okay? So again, the original open was, if I take out the early close date, you'll see, right? It was 7 days, which daily income for that, where is it? ROI per day, income per day, 186. That was 186 income per day. But if I ended it early, what was my income per day? 433. So basically I sold a put. I closed it early because I was 50% in profit, 3 days in. So I closed it early because I captured 50% of that. and that's it. So in the end, I captured about $13. Again, return on investment, 1.37%. Income per day, 433. ROI per day, 0.46%. And annualized, it comes to 166%. And you can see the action was buy to close. I then decided at that point, because actually I had a call. Well, I'm sorry. I got assigned last week, right? If you look up here, I got assigned I got assigned 100 shares on one of these puts. Which put got assigned? Oh, there it is. I'm sorry. Row 2. So row 2, that put, it got assigned because I sold a put for $10. I let it expire in the money, so I got assigned. So I had to buy it for $10. And then guess what? When TSLL was priced at $9.88 during the week, I sold a call. So this is the second part of the wheel, right? Selling the put. I sold a put for a strike of $10. It got assigned. So now the second part of the wheel is selling a call on the shares that I had to purchase. So I sold a call for $10, and for that I got 25 cents, okay? Which comes out to be 2.5% return, 625 income per day, 0.63% return on investment per day, and a 228% annualized yield, okay? And the result of that, actually, TSLL closed above $10, so that actually got assigned. So since that got assigned, they sold my 100 shares at $10, so I got the $1,000 back. But for my troubles, for that wheel transaction, and I could kind of tie them together here if I make a color coordination. So we'll just say yellow, right? So there's the beginning of that wheel, and here's the end of it. Okay. So again, the first transaction of this journey, I sold a put. I actually, I got $35 because that put was in the money already. I got $35 for my troubles. It got assigned, so I had to buy them, which cost $1,000. And I took those same shares and I sold a call with a $10 strike, which is the same price I paid. So there is no capital loss, there is no capital gain. And then I got $25. So all in all, I got $60 for basically lending out $1,000, over the span of 2 weeks, right? So that's essentially a wheel in 2 weeks. And the end result was essentially almost perfect. So I just wanted to share that with you guys because it's just an amazing tool to use. And I haven't done it in a while. I'm just trying to ease my way in. I'm trying not to go too crazy. And I hope I'm explaining this well. It'll get better in time. If my spreadsheet is missing something, also please let me know. So that was row 6, okay? So that one got assigned. And then guess what? on Thursday, TSLL was kind of like, looked a little volatile, and it was at 10.08. I'm like, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to sell another put for $10. If I get assigned, so be it. If not, I collect premium. So I sold the put for $10. The price was around 10.08. So if it went under the $10, I'd be assigned and I'd have to purchase them. If it stayed above the $10, then I just collect the premium and it expires worthless. So I got 16 cents premium per share for 1 day. Again, I sold a put for Thursday that expires the Friday. $16 for 1 day for basically lending out $1,000. Return on investment, 1.6%. Income per day, $16 for 1 day. ROI per day, 1.6%. And then annualized yield, look at that, 584%. That was just a perfect opportunity. Again, I only did one contract, but still, I got $16 for 1 day. And guess what? It closed above $10. So I got my $1,000 collateral back, and it expired worthless. So now, essentially, the wheel starts over because I no longer own shares and I no longer have any puts that are outstanding. So next week, depending where TSLL lands, I will begin to sell puts, okay? And that's what I'll do. And then guess what? If I get assigned, I'll sell calls. If I don't get assigned, I'll keep selling puts. So this is the strategy. Right now, I'm messing around with $2,000 to $3,000. If this continues to be as successful as it has, I'm going to slowly add more to my options journey, which will produce me more monthly income, which in the end will go more towards, high yield dividend stocks or more towards options. But again, I'm just doing one fund at a time. And right now that fund is TSLL. So far in 2 weeks, what did I make? About $108, right? Which is not bad. So if I go to the income breakdown, week 1, I absolutely dominated. I got lucky with timing and everything. And I made $80 the first week, which is the 213% essentially annual yield in 1 week. And then the next week I only made $28, but again, that's still 72% yield based on, messing around with $2,000. So all in all, first week I yielded 4.1%. This week I yielded 1.4%. But again, I have no existing contracts open heading into next week. So that's a great position to be in. I could have rolled one of the contracts just to bring in more income this week, but I didn't. I'll wait till next week. I'll see how TSLL opens. I hope it opens down. I really do. Hope it opens down for YieldMax case. I hope it opens down for my case because I want to sell puts. But again, time will tell. And then, what is this? This is just hypothetical. If I used, so my rate of return is what? 213, like week 1. Which was, you know what I'll do? I'll do an average. Let's do an average down here. Equals average. And you do that. Then you go up. Oh, come on. There you go. Close up shop. Okay, so average 143% for the 2 weeks. We go here. We want the average to pick up, the rate of return. So we pick up income, and then this is cell G10, okay? So let's do that. We do equals income, exclamation point, cell G10. Okay, so now it picks up the average rate of return. So let's just say I decided to use $20,000 in my portfolio to trade options. That would produce, at my current rate of return, which again, is only a 2-week average. Obviously, I didn't screw up yet. So that would make an annual income of $28,000 or a monthly income of $2,300 or a weekly income of $550. So looking at this, obviously the temptation is there for me to do options on more money. But, I'm not going to do that because that's how I kind of got burnt the last time. I'm going to ease my way in. Right now I'm doing one contract at a time. And eventually I'll decide to do two at a time. And I'm able to do that because this one, this fund only costs $10. So $10 a share. So it's $1,000 a pop. So I could do that. One, if I increase it to two contracts at a time, I'll do, 2,000 a pop if I decide to do so. But either way, like if I did decide to do $20,000, I could possibly produce another $2,300 in monthly income. Okay, that is possible. So it's also scary. So again, options is an amazing thing. It's basically lending money for the risk, right? For just risk in general, for the IV, for the implied volatility. So you just have to be careful about how you do it, right? You have to be calculated. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to be safe about this and not lose money. And I really think I have a decent plan going here. Again, assuming Tesla stays flat or slowly moves, then this strategy works. Of course, if it's implied, the IV stays high. All right, so that's options. I want to show you my swing trades. So Tesla, I decided to sell. Well, this week I only sold 5 more shares. I sold 5 shares. It did hit 205, so I did a limit order of 205. My average was at 182. So for the 205, 5 shares, I got another $1,025. So pretty good. My current average, I have 10 remaining shares. My current average is 182.17. The current price of Tesla is 202.64. I'm probably going to wait till it hits 210 to sell more. I don't know. I got to think about it. But again, I got 10 shares just sitting there. Overall gains, I'm doing pretty good. But the important thing I'm looking at is, the running total, right? So it shows you, if you look at column I2 right here, like this is what I paid right off the bat, right? 926, and I paid 1835 for 10, and then 2700 for 15, and then 3657 for 20. So as you can see, when I sold 10, I added the profit that I made. So now technically, I've only put up 1632.58, and that's for 10 shares. So eventually, this running total, I'm going to make enough profit that I'm essentially going to be playing with house money. That's the plan. Because again, my plan with these is to buy 5 shares at a time if the stock goes under my average. My average is 182.17, so it's not likely to happen again on this one. So eventually I'm going to sell out of all my shares, and then I'm going to start over. Regardless of what Tesla price is, I'm going to start over. I'm going to start right away. I'm going to buy 5 shares. I don't care what the price is. I'll buy 5 shares. And if the next day it goes down, I'll buy 5 more, and so on and so forth. So here is my strategy. Well, how did I do with coin this week? What was Friday? I don't even know. I don't think I sold any coin this week, right? No, I did. Last Friday was the 23rd, I think. I gotta start graying out whatever I spoke of previously. I'm sorry. So I sold, by the end of last week, I think I had 25 shares. I sold 20 shares this week, actually. Yeah, that's a lot of shares. So I sold 5 shares at 182. My average was 168. I sold 5 shares at 188. I sold 5 shares at 195, and then I sold 5 shares at 204. So I made, a decent amount of money. So now I have 5 shares outstanding, and currently I only put up right now $346 because my average is still sitting pretty at 164. But if you look at the running total, I'm almost with house money. When that running total goes to 0 or negative, and I still have outstanding shares, then I'm going to be playing with house money. But again, the current price of coin is 205. So my average is 164. So at some point, I'm going to have to cash out and then do it all over again. Because I'm not going to average down with this current cost basis. I'm going to end up taking the profits. overall, and then start over. And then I added 2 more, which are triple leverage funds. Danger, danger. I know. Crazy, crazy. I'm out of my mind. But 2 TQQQ, very much lower price. I just bought 5 shares on Friday. I said, screw it. I'm buying 5 shares, cost basis $61.30. Stock ended up closing at 63, so I'm up 2.9%. Okay, great. If it goes down Monday below my cost basis, I'll buy 5 more. If it does not, then I will wait. SOXL. I bought 5 shares as well. Cost basis $45.68. It closed at $48.33, so I'm up 5% on this one. But again, if it goes down below my cost basis next week, I'll keep buying 5 per day. These move rapidly. Again, both of these are triple leverage funds. SOXL is like the the semiconductor fund, and then TQQ is basically triple leverage QQQ. So these funds are absolutely very risky. But again, this strategy, seems to be working fine for me. Even if it, the trick here is having cash. You just have to make sure you keep enough cash on the side, because if you buy and the fund just keeps going down, as long as you have enough to average down daily, what goes down must come up, right? If it never comes back up, obviously you'll lose your money, and that's the risk. But if it does come up, you're going to make a massive amount, especially if you keep averaging down and stay close to keeping your cost basis close to what the current share price is. You'll be waiting for that flip around and ready to do the swing trade. But again, guys, I don't know anything about this crap. I literally just started. I never did a swing trade in my life before this before the first Tesla purchase on January 25th. I always thought, I kind of stayed clear of trading. I loved options before, obviously, but trading not so much. So this is new territory for me, and I'm doing this in a retirement account, so at least I don't have to worry about the tax implications. But again, it'll help my retirement account. It's my wife's retirement account, and when she quits her job, there's no more contribution. So guess what? The contribution is me making money off trading. So I'm already prepping for that because she still works. But I'm prepping, to handle it this way. I'm gonna leave half of the money for the dividend stocks, as per my videos in the retiring on dividends portfolio, and then the other half I'm gonna make money. I'm gonna make income off trading, and so far so good. The way I have this, it's hard for you guys to tell like what I profited off of each one. I'll try to make it better in time, but for now, it's just how I wrote it out. I know it may be confusing because the gains shows L7 divided by I7, so it's the profit loss, which is K7 current value minus running total. But yeah, it's just, I don't know. There's got to be a better way to do it. I kind of just rushed into this and did it, but I'll make it a cleaner version at some point when I have time. Definitely not going to be this weekend, but I just wanted to share my journey of my options trading and share my journey of swing trading. Keep in mind, I work full time, of course, during the market hours. It's like the market is not made for the working man, but yeah, this is really hard to stay on top of. I just try to keep it as simple as possible so I don't have to look at the screen all day, all right? So hopefully you guys are enjoying this options and swing trading journey. Again, I'll do 1 update per week, time permitting. If you do enjoy this content, please let me know in the comments. If I could change anything, also let me know. As always, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. This video is for fun and entertainment, so hopefully you had fun. But yeah, besides that, just hit that like, help out the little algorithm for this little schlep on YouTube. We're going to grow. We're going to hit that 10K. Could you imagine some guy on a phone has 10K subscribers? That don't seem right? I have no graphics, no special pop-ups, no nothing. Just an iPhone, hit record, sit in a garage, and yip yap. Who would have thought? But anyway, I gotta go. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I'll talk to you later.